Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Azra Quant. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, as Sunwing Airlines is expected to return to Grand Bahama this month, the general manager at Viva Club Fortuna, Marco Gobbi, welcomes the additional business and sees this new development as a positive step for the resort and the overall economy. Simone Davis has the details in this report.
Marco Gobbi, the general manager at Club Fortuna, is anticipating the return of Sunwing Airlines to the island and expecting that the flight will provide a boost in the hotel's occupancy rate, especially during the holiday season.
Very big change, especially regarding our occupancy. Sunwing will be back next Saturday with 2 flights from Canada, and for us meaning to go from the 35-40% to almost 100% of occupancy for this holiday season. So our occupancy from the 17th of December until 6th or 7th of January will be like 90-92% right now. So we can reach almost 100%.
The general manager says the hotel has had a relationship with Sunwing for some 20 years. And now that the flight is returning to Grand Bahama, it feels like a light at the end of a dark tunnel.
A big break because it was very tough 2 years. It was since we reopened in May 2021. It was very tough. We ran the hotel no more than 25-30% in these 2 years, and now with Sunwing, it's like the light at the end of the big dark tunnel. So we are very happy.
Gobbi says this flight will increase employment at the hotel, while current employees will benefit by going back to working full hours and receiving the full compensation.
We go from 110, 120 staff that we have right now to almost more than 200 staff. So almost 70% of staff that we will hire in this couple of weeks. And also meaning that the previous staff that we had before, we can give them the full timetable of 40 or 48 hours, because before we was running a hotel with the 120 staff, but giving them 32, 24, because it was not enough work.
And as for his expectations for 2023?
The 2023 is quite good. The forecast for January, February, March, April is we reach in all those months almost already the 40-45%. That's meaning that we have time to sell. And also when we know, because we have a long relationship with Sunwing, that when Sunwing starts, after the first flight, they start to sell, even in the last minute. So we are quite confident that we can reach for the high season an average of 70%.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Simone Davis.
With just days left in 2022, the year 2023 is looking up for Margaritaville at Sea. This is according to the company's Chief Commercial Officer, Francis Riley. The ship was rebranded back in May, and the commercial officer says they have been doing well since then, and now they are looking forward to what the new year will bring. It is an exciting 2-night, 3-day cruise to the island. Margaritaville at Sea made its return after being rebranded back in May of this year. And Chief Commercial Officer Francis Riley says they have had full occupancy since their reopening at 1,200 persons per cruise travel. He adds that the company is also having the best low season.
I think that because we are developing the product on board, the delivery of the product is that when you look at what I would call social proofing through the social media channels, the vast majority of people are having a fabulous time. We get a lot of repeat customers now coming back to the product. And then you think about it, we're probably the perfect short break, the perfect getaway. We're attracting a lot of groups coming to the island as well.
And now that they have reached this incredible milestone, the commercial officer says in the coming new year, they will be focusing on
start supporting more group programs that can come over, including weddings, that we can use the cruise and stay for honeymoons or for weddings on island. And also corporate meetings and events where we can bring and utilize the 2-night product of the ship, or again, the 4 nights on island where we have the Grand Lucaine and the Viva with conference facilities, that we can bring more people to the island to experience the local flavors, right? And to support that part of growth of our business.
Riley expresses that they are encouraged for 2023, and this comes as they are reviewing the booking patterns.
We are better sold for 2023 than we've ever been as a company. And I think, the customers and the customers that are sailing with us are giving us rave reviews. And I think that in itself is also a testament to the product delivery on board, the amount of investment that we've been making onto the ship.
He says the company receives a lot of new-to-cruise passengers and believes that in itself is also exciting, giving them an opportunity to retain those customers and also have them market the ship to others. As we count down to Christmas, which is just 12 days away, business owners at the Raven Mall are shifting into second gear. Our Raven Davis visited the shopping mall today and spoke with some of the merchants who are awaiting a boom in business as shoppers move out and about to secure their gifts for their loved ones. Here's that report.
Here at the Raven Mall, the festive atmosphere is set, the decorations are out, and business owners are eagerly preparing for an influx of customers. From unique personalized items to the usual holiday favorites like perfume, shoes, and jewelry, the mall, once the subject of some recent upgrades, has something in sight for everyone.
We've been preparing from October. We do specialize in pajamas, personalized pajamas, tumblers and stuff like that. So from October, we had sales running from then to now, saying that, we have families that want to have family sets, family stuff. They give them a little break, that when the holiday comes, they don't really have to spend too much.
My expectation every Christmas, basically. We look forward to a lot of persons coming in and doing shopping, a lot of last-minute shopping. But what I have to offer, I'm going to do 20% off, store-wide. So, everybody could get a little something. When they walk inside it, they don't have to leave empty-handed.
Well, what we have here is plaques, motivational, inspirational, and we also have, of course, jewelry items, and we feature the famous tie bow. As a matter of fact, we have the colors of Christmas. We have the greens, we have the yellows, we have, of course, just exceptional colors.
But which items are considered holiday favorites?
Most definitely perfumes. Most definitely. This is K's Sweet Desire. So anything to do with holiday, that's the main gift. Basically, men like perfume, women like perfume.
Right now, the holiday pajamas are off the chain. Everybody wants them. They want matching pajamas. They want matching tumblers. They want matching everything.
This year, inflation concerns might impact consumer spending. However, the merchants are assuring that inflated prices will not be an issue. In fact, they say they're staying mindful of individualized budgets and are set to offer holiday deals.
Any business you go in, it's like a roller coaster. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. But the economy, I've been noticing now, the economy is picking up a little bit. And I think we're going to do well during this Christmas holiday season.
With the economy being the way it is, we're offering great prices, wanting to support our local economy, of course, with people just with great savings. And I would like to pass on that savings to them.
I'm hoping it's going to be great, not good, great. I do hope so.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
Shifting gears now, following the announcement that former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried had been arrested by police in New Providence on Monday evening in connection to various financial offenses, local businessman Cassius Stewart tells our Simone Davis that SBF's biggest mistake was conducting business in different countries without corporate governance. Here's that report.
Noting that he knew an arrest was pending for the former FTX CEO, businessman Cassius Stewart says now that SBF has been arrested and is set to be extradited, he is intrigued to see how his attorneys will now defend his actions.
I knew that it was coming because, of course, the U.S. is not going to sit down and let that amount of money go unanswered. And so And so his wire fraud issues has to do with him moving monies from FTX into Almeida. And so also you have securities fraud. And so whether or not he had the authorization to use customers' monies to transfer into his bank or his exchange. And so these are some of the foundations of which these cases are arising from.
When asked why he believes the arrest took a while, Stewart says it could possibly be that the United States government was conducting thorough investigations to protect their own interest as well.
The second largest contributor to the Democratic Party was FTX. And, of course, all of those people who ran the last election got donations from him. And so whether or not how they played that out it's always a political game at some point. And so when you have scenarios like that played out, or one of our biggest guys down, what do we do? How do we protect ourselves in case we are implicated in receiving monies from some of the monies that you're talking about, the wire fraud money? What if some of the monies were sent to us? Mm-hmm. And so they had to make sure that, to cover their backs in this regard as well.
The businessman says he believes SPF's biggest mistake was not ensuring that he was operating his business within corporate governance.
He does accept responsibility. He doesn't shy away from his responsibility of failing. But I think one of his biggest fault was that he tried to run a multi-billion-dollar corporation out of his back trunk, and you don't do that. And when I said back trunk, you don't have corporate governance, you don't have board of directors, you don't have, your lawyers and making sure that you're making the right decision. And so, you have a multi-billion-dollar corporation spread over several different countries, and you're running it out of your back trunk. You don't do that.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Simone Davis.
In news from the crime beat, officers from the Criminal Investigations Department want to question Jotico Michael Newbold, also known as Slick or Tico, in connection with grievous harm. The 30-year-old is a resident of St. Albans Place in Lucaya, stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds, medium brown complexion, medium build, dark brown eyes, and black hair. They are asking to approach with extreme caution as he is considered armed and dangerous. Please contact police at 911, the National Crime Prevention Office at 302-8430, or Crime Stoppers at 352-1919. Well, there's more news when the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, returns.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Shop the free bracelet event going on now at Pandora, Port Lucaya.
Shop Mo Divas 242 for all your holiday apparel and beauty supplies. Conveniently located in Britannia Mini Mall and East Sunrise Shopping Plaza. Mo Divas.
Shop, save, and win. This Friday, December 16th, find amazing deals at participating stores at Freeport Flash Friday Sale. Brought to you by the Downtown Business Association.
Esquire's Men's Store Freeport introduced Sunday shopping December 18th from noon until 6 p.m. with 20% off store-wide. Gift wrapping on site. Contact 727-6367.
'Tis the season, so let's go shopping at Rachel's Britannia Mall. Shop a vast array of products at BrandSmart Bahamas, household items, televisions, office equipment, electronics, gadgets, and more. Stop in at Snackables, your wholesale and retail variety store. Shop household, cleaning supplies, snacks, groceries, school supplies, beverages, and lots more. They have it all at Snackables. Get a new look at Hair to Nail You Studio Hair and Nail Salon. For all your diva needs, shop clothing and accessories at Mo Divas. PNP Security Firm. Dress to impress at Heaven Sent. Skyline Express Shipping Company. Cut Up Youth Barbershop. Give the perfect gift a distinctive gift. Shop wine and spirits at More to Go Liquor Store. Marie Clarice Shoes and Accessories. Shop groceries and households at Variety World. It's all here at the Britannia Mall, Freeport.
The biggest international high school basketball tournament is coming to the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym. You've seen them go viral on social media. Now come and see them in person. December 16th and 17th, catch the biggest names in high school basketball. Get your tickets today from any Suncash location. Download the app or purchase them online at hoops.mysuncash.com or using the QR code on your screen. Hoop Fest in Paradise, where stars are born.
It's the day of. New Year's Day, your costume's on, your makeup is on, your hair's fixed, you touch the road.
In the bleachers, you watch Junkanoo. On the road, you are Junkanoo.
It's time to show them what we came for, and to be honest with you, we're coming for everything that was not given to us.
Should be everyone's business. Therefore, we want to remind you not to leave your bags or valuables visibly seen on the seat of your vehicle unattended. This negligent practice will create an opportunity for a criminal to commit a crime. Please desist from such practices.
This message is brought to you by the Royal Bahamas Police Force, creating safer communities. Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Danielle Ramming, who has dyslexia and anxiety disorder, has had problems reading and writing, but she's found art therapy over the years that has given her the ability to manage her emotions. Her mother, Deardra Ramming, telling our Jolanda Thompson-Everest that her daughter shows how a person chooses to succeed in the face of difficulty. Here's that story.
18-year-old Danielle Ramming may not have opportunities like most regular teenagers. However, she has a golden hand that can paint some of the most beautiful statement-making drawings. Being diagnosed with dyslexia and anxiety disorder, she has found a hobby that she uses to express anger, sadness, and frustration. Drawing sometimes keeps Danielle in a soft, calm mood, and her mom says that art is her therapy.
It allows her to get things out, get feelings out, but also it allows her to express the ways that she's able to calm herself. And so you'll see a lot of nature, a lot of beach scenes and sky scenes, and these are the things that has helped her. When she was really young, we discovered that she has an affinity to art. She is able to sketch, do acrylic paintings, pottery, clay molding, lots of art pieces. And this really helped her in her journey to learn to read and write, but also now in her ability to manage the anxiety that sometimes is a challenge for her.
Mrs. Ramming says the journey has been enjoyable because it has given Danielle a therapeutic path that pivots from a hobby to sustaining herself.
People with anxiety, they need to express themselves, but sometimes they don't have the means to do this through words. And if not, then of course it's going to be detrimental. It can't be healthy if you have feelings that you can't express. One of the things that we discovered in our research in order to give her some assistance is that it depends on the person, the young person or the adult, what it is that they tend towards, what they lean towards. For her, it has always been art. And so we allowed art to become the therapy that she particularly needed.
The mother says persons with developmental disorder will always need an outlet which is very instrumental for them to function. She advises all parents to be their child's biggest advocate.
This one is about a day when I was really
anxious. So how I felt in this situation, having strong anxiety, it felt like my body was kind of shaking, or it's called dissociating. So your mind feels like it's one way, your body's one way, and they're not connecting. So this is what it looked like in my head.
Because of Danielle's disorder, her mother says she was unable to express herself. However, times have changed, and now people are able to figure out exactly what her daughter is all about. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Beautiful story, Jolanda. Well, the Christmas cheer is on full display as Island Vanity hosts its 5th annual food drive. With the goal of feeding 500 people in the community, Island Vanity owner Felicia Johnson says it is always about spreading the holiday cheer. She was also pleased with the amount of support she and her team received this time around.
It just warms my heart to be able to give back and have so many persons join this initiative to give back to the community. I feel like once we can all come together and give, we can make somebody's life better. This one is very special because I have more sponsors, and then we have the minister that's a part of it. Each year it gets bigger and better, and I'm just so excited that I have so many persons that are supporting this initiative, and we're getting the children more involved. We have gifts and candy out for the kids, food, so whatever we can do, we want to give back.
On hand for the distribution was Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg. Having some free time that day, Minister Boleg says his favorite part was getting to interact with the attendees.
It's always good when we can come and let the community know that we are here, and real true servants always in time like this should come and share with the community. Running on the line, talking to some of the persons, they recognize who I was, and and just having casual conversations and telling them Merry Christmas and God bless them and hope that they have a prosperous New Year. It just feels good. And this given time and this time of the Christmas season, it feels really good.
There were also some giveaways and treats for the kids. Well, your check on sports is next with Jay Philippe.
Good evening, I'm Jay Philippe and welcome to Sports. We do have the latest updates from the Caribbean Baseball Cup in New Providence. But let's begin with sports over on the island of Abaco. Here's Coach Stephen Johnson as they prepare for the Bahama Games.
We have 8 teams. We have another 2 more that want to register in the next week or so. So things are going really good. We finally got our lights up, working on a few other things, but things are progressing. It's good to see sports back in Abaco and in the Bahamas in general. We just actually had a track meet to try and get some younger kids. We have some people looking at volleyball players and basketball players from Night League, trying to push swimming, but we don't have a pool right now. So yeah, we're starting to get there for Bahama Games. People are really excited about that opportunity as well.
Switching gears now in track, another Grand Bahamian, Perez Cooper, was elected to the B3As. Cooper will serve as Vice President of Operations.
It's first time for a Grand Bahamian, so it is good to be elected to the national stage. One of the goals I think we're going to have for this year is to reinforce some of the programs that we have. Introduce some new grassroots programs that help the developmental level. Also put some programs in there to help kids when they transition from college to the pro ranks. Also, some of the things that's a part of my role is going to be the operations itself of the B3As and forming better relationships with our partners.
And finally in sports, Team Bahamas finished 4th overall at the Caribbean Baseball Cup after a 4-2 loss to Curacao in the bronze medal game. In doing so, Grand Bahamian Adari Grant was named to the tournament all-star team as the top second baseman.
Growing up as a young boy playing baseball, I always wanted to play for the Bahamas national team, and I finally got a chance to play alongside my fellow teammates, and it was a blessing. Being recognized as the best second baseman, all I've been doing is putting in hard work, and the results are finally coming in. Off season after off season, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, a lot of grinding, and the work is finally paying off.
And that's a quick check on sports, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe. Be blessed.
Just a coconut got this. Cocoa skin dripping madness. Juiciness, ice to back this. Sweet like a sugar in a dripping like ice, honey. Addict, all of my love me. Sweet like a sugar in a watch it go ba ba ba. Watch it go ba 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 ba. Watch it go ba 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 ba. Watch it go ba 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 ba. Sweet like a sugar in a
New Click Platinum flavor. Flavored beers with a kick of rum. Make it platinum.
Beauty professionals, get ready for the most exciting hair show mixer in the Bahamas. Grand Bahamas' third Fantasy Hair Showcase is going down on Sunday, December 18th at the Grand Lacaille Ballroom in Freeport, Grand Bahama. This year's showcase will be electrifying. Watch the stage come alive as nail and makeup artists, barbers, and hairstylists compete for the champion trophy and cash prize. Live performances by Bahamian music artists. You don't want to miss this event. Tickets available now at Beautylicious and Forever Hair. For more information, email beautylicious@gmail.com or contact 646-4295. That's 646-4295. This event is proudly sponsored by Beautylicious and Forever Hair.
With the holiday season fast approaching, Connaught Bahamas says it's time for those window and cabinet upgrades. In stock now are white shaker cabinets, Swiss chocolate, Ovaltine brown, and Hello Milo cabinets. And if you're looking for windows, Connaught Bahamas has PVC sliding windows, casement and hurricane sliding impact windows. Connaught Bahamas on Queens Highway. Enhance your home in ways that beautify and last. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
A Call to Holiness Ministries Agape House invites you to a night of laughter under the theme Thou Shalt Laugh. Produced by Gia Pierre, writer and producer of Crazy Love and Forever Us. At the Agape House Glory Dome, number 23 and 24 Pioneers Loop. Sunday, December 18th at 6 p.m. Tickets are just $25. Come and join us as we celebrate 20 years of Shekinah glory. This is an event that is guaranteed to make you laugh. That's Thou Shalt Laugh, Sunday, December 18th at 6 p.m. All tickets purchased for our previous date will be honored at this time.
Welcome to the beautiful Raven Mall, the Freeport Mall that has it all. Centrally located within the heart of Grand Bahama, offering you and your family a unique and memorable experience. Shop over 80 stores and restaurants, all under one roof. Stay heart healthy and in shape at two of the largest fitness centers in Freeport. Dine at one of our scrumptious restaurants. Enjoy Bahamian delicacies, Mexican tacos, vegan options, healthy snacks, sandwiches, subs, smoothies, lattes, wine and spirits, and more. Shop at one of our stylish stores. Clothing boutiques for the entire family. From newborn to jewelry, footwear, electronics, pets, gift ideas, home decor, flowers, health, and beauty. Unwind at one of our trendy hair and nail salons, or just stop in and enjoy our beautiful and comfortable atmosphere. So come on in and enjoy fantastic savings with the stores at the Raven Mall. Dine, shop, and unwind. Located West Atlantic Drive, Freeport, Grand Bahama.
On Saturday, December 24th, it's all about Rake and Scrape Reloaded Ladies Edition, featuring Nishi LS, Ebony 242, and Melody at No Hulls Bar, across from the YMCA.
This Friday and Saturday, take 25% off during the Third Dimensions anniversary sale. Store-wide discounts include select tiles and select doors. Third Dimension is located on Yellow Pine Street.
Downtown comes alive Friday, December 16th. Enjoy a fun-filled evening for the entire family. Free movie night, 8 p.m. in the Grand Union parking lot.
Peace on earth will come to stay when we live Christmas every day. I'm Raven Davis wishing you a Merry Christmas.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Alicia Pinder, you are our Facebook friend of the day, and a very special happy birthday to you from all of your family, friends, and sorors. We also want to send us birthday greetings to Regina Miller. Have a great day. And that's going to do it for us tonight in the North. On behalf of the entire ZNS News team, I'm Azra Quant, but be sure to stay tuned as the Bahamas Tonight continues.
So you saying the Wally perpetrated war against Roots? The Wally beat Roots? You'll never see it. You see all our soldiers? We fully regained, we well primed, we well machined, ready to go. You know, you're a lion. That's a slaughter. It is essentially important, it's vital, it's crucial, it's imperative, it's key, it's more prudent, it's paramount. Roots can nominate them. And one day, there'll be only one jungle group, because all of them can come and join. We get 800 million!
When we say that we're going to win, we mean it. When we say that, don't come, we mean it.
The boys are back. Don't come. Stay home. One lap, one time.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the National Report. Bail denied as FTX ex-CEO fights extradition. Health professionals schooled on climate change. Junkanoo tickets a hot commodity. And in sports, Frederick, king of the court. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now.
ZNS News and BTC are linking up to bring you Junkanoo live from Bay. Link up for a BTC Christmas today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Akushla Pinder, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks for tuning in. From the closely guarded enclave of high-end Albany to the barbed wire borders of Fox Hills, Bahamas Department of Corrections. A full day for the local and international press corps, who for hours waited at the Nassau Street Court Complex for the outcome of FTX's embattled former CEO Samuel Bankman-Fried's first appearance in a Bahamas court following his widely reported arrest at his home hours earlier. With tonight's top story, we go now to our Fern Carey.
Founder and former CEO of the failed FTX crypto exchange, Samuel Bankman-Fried, was whisked into court Tuesday, appearing before Chief Magistrate Joanne Ferguson Pratt for his extradition hearing. The 30-year-old is facing criminal charges in the United States, accused of orchestrating a years-long scheme to defraud FTX equity investors. The leaders of both the prosecution and defense teams spent most of the morning trying to convince the court why Bankman-Fried should or should not get bail. Lead prosecutor Franklin Williams argued, among other things, that Bankman-Fried should not get bail as he is a flight risk who has access to substantial amounts of money, including ties to foreign countries that are unlikely to extradite him. He also indicated that Bankman-Fried also has access to private planes. In response, leader of the defense team, Jerome Roberts, submitted, among other things, that the former crypto boss is a permanent resident of the Bahamas who has property in the country. He also indicated that Bankman-Fried chose to stay in the country country in order to assist provisional liquidators. He also noted that conditions could be imposed on the 30-year-old to ensure that he does not flee the country. After hearing from both sides, the chief magistrate adjourned the matter, and when she returned, she rejected Bankman-Fried's bail application, noting that the risk of flight is so great and any conditions imposed will not be sufficient to satisfy the risk of him fleeing the country. She then remanded him to the Bahamas Department of Corrections until February 8th of 2023. At that time, he will return to court for his extradition hearing. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
Well, meantime, the misstatements of FTX's new CEO and its attorney, John Ray III, grabbing the attention of the Securities Commission of the Bahamas, who's convinced Ray's only out to make headlines and advance questionable agendas. This stemming from Ray's reference to redacted emails by and between SBF and Bahamian officials. The Commission contends that those redactions were designed to create a false impression of communications between SBF and the Commission and that they are disturbing. Why? Well, because Ray is aware that the full email reveals SBF's acknowledgement that he had not briefed the Commission. Now, the Commission has previously addressed improper distributions to Bahamians in its November 12th statement, adding that these distributions will be subject to the appropriate clawback actions under the law. The Commission also takes issue with the fact that whether deliberately or through ignorance, Ray's filings and communications continue to wrongfully confuse as one, the actions of the government of the Bahamas, the Security Commission of the Bahamas, and the court-appointed, court-supervised joint provisional liquidators. For its part, the Commission, the first regulator in the world to take strong, decisive action to protect FTX's customers and creditors, continues to conduct a comprehensive and diligent investigation into the cause of FTX's failure, working in cooperation with law enforcement and regulatory authorities, both here in the Bahamas and other jurisdictions. The Commission has also made it known that it will also make all appropriate findings and recommendations in the appropriate forum at the conclusion of its investigations, and that those found to have engaged in misconduct will be held accountable in accordance with Bahamian law. Now, in the process, the Commission has requested Ray's representatives not obstruct that investigation. However, according to the Commission, Ray has not once reached out to them to discuss any of his concerns before airing them publicly. Well, in related news this evening, Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honourable Chester Cooper, is expressing confidence in the country's judicial system following Sam Bankman-Fried's arrest and extradition hearing. Cooper weighing in on the latest developments ahead of Tuesday's weekly cabinet meeting.
I'm confident that the matter is in court. It's going to run its course. I have confidence in the judicial system. Our main focus as a government will be to protect the ongoing reputation of the Bahamas. But I don't have any further comments on SBF or FTX.
He also tackled East Grand Bahama MP Crazy Thompson's criticism in the House of Assembly Monday that the government's been relatively silent in the media, coupled with its so-called lack of defense of the country's reputation against attacks in the international media.
I don't follow up political nonsense, really. The reality is that we are focused as a government on business development. The brand of our country is very strong internationally. We see it as we make missions in tourism and investments. We expect that this is going to continue. Our focus isn't to study Kwesi and the F&M. We're going to continue on the path to build a strong country, and that's where we expect that our continued focus is going to be to continue to protect and enhance the reputation, and we're going to do it the best way we know how to.
And speaking of building a strong country, the Bahamas on pace to eclipse tourism's banner year in 2019 that saw a record-breaking 7.25 million tourists. The country's Minister of Tourism sharing how the numbers are shaping up heading into the new year. Cleopatra Murphy has the details.
The country's tourism numbers heading into the Christmas season are exceptionally strong, fueling the optimism of Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honourable Chester Cooper. He is particularly hopeful due to the strong future bookings of mega hotels like Bahamas and Atlantis and properties throughout the Family Islands that have been reporting strong bookings for the coming 6 months.
Our airline partners are very happy, and when we look at forwardkeys.com, who track forward bookings, we anticipate that 2023 is going to be the best year we've ever seen in tourism. This year we're going to meet the 2019 numbers, and 2019 was a record-setting year. So once we beat this year next year, I think we're going to be in a good place.
Cooper insists Bahamians must also benefit from tourism's growth. He says the Ministry of Tourism has been working hard to entice more visitors to the Bahamas, and industry stakeholders must ensure their products are appealing enough to entice guests off ships to enjoy more of what the Bahamas has to offer.
We want to increase the spend. If we can increase the level of spend, that would be even more important to us than increasing the numbers. So we want to say that 2023 is a record year in terms of arrivals, and there's a record level of spending. That would warm my heart.
As for current trends, Cooper says the industry is experiencing across-the-board growth.
Stopovers are increasing. The cruise numbers are increasing. Occupancy is up. Average daily rates are up. No matter how you measure this, by whatever metrics, it's up. And it continues to improve.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
This portion of the news was brought to you by Sun Oil Limited Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
We are a leading Bahamian bank, one of the largest publicly traded companies on BISIX. Our measure of strength is our growth and performance, with over $1.7 billion in assets. We remain committed to serving the interests of our shareholders, staff, clients, and communities. The confidence to lead, the performance to remain. We are Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
This Christmas season, stream with faster speeds. The unforgettable things we all have to see. Share every memory. Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC. We are family.
BTC will make this festive season fun and fast with BTC's fiber internet. Sign up and BTC will give you 1 month free or go postpaid and get unlimited Facebook and WhatsApp.
Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC.
Christmas coming here is all around. Christmas back in town. Christmas coming here is all around.
Christmas is coming, and your fingers know it.
Christmas back in town. Christmas back in town. Christmas back in town. Oh yeah, I can feel Christmas back in town.
For a finger-licking good Christmas. KFC.
Back in town.
You can find it all at Builders Mall. From cement, lumber, block, plumbing, and electrical to paint, lights, vanities, and tiles. Not to mention all the tools you could possibly need to get the job done. Say if you're starting a major project, adding the finishing touches, or just doing some repair or rental work around the house. FYP, the Paint Center, and Tile King can help. Stop by or call 601-8453. Located 69 Wolf Road, Nassau. You can find it all at Builders Mall. Building, painting, and tiling, the Bahamas.
Wouldn't it be satisfying to own your own piece of paradise? The most important investment you can make in your life is real estate, and Fidelity has the solution for you. You could become the owner of a home or a lot on any of our beautiful islands. Come and talk to a loan officer and inquire about how you can fund your goals with a loan today. Because we know it means a lot to own a lot. Visit us online at fidelitygroup.com. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit any of our branches. Or phone 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 for Freeport.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Minister of State for the Public Service, the Honorable Pia Glover-Roll, anticipates the final draft of the new industrial agreement for the Bahamas Public Services Union will be in the hands of its president, Kingsley Ferguson, before the week's out. Her comments follow last week's protests outside the House of Assembly, during which the union openly accused the government of union busting and also took issue with the government's decision to give salary increases to public servants without including the union in that negotiation. Glover-Roll confirming that the document is with the Ministry of Finance.
That the agreement is signed before the end of this year. We would like to assign as many agreements as we originally said within this year, and Public Service Union would be the main one that I would like to sign, being the Minister of State for the Public Service. So we remain hopeful that once the Bahamas Public Service Union gets the final agreement, hopefully by tomorrow, that it will be something that they are prepared to accept and that we can sign as soon as possible.
Glover-Roll says the union and the government have the same goal of ensuring the best interest of employees. However, she questioned Ferguson's claims he was not involved in negotiations when she says he wrote to the Minister of Foreign Affairs indicating that the union was prepared to sign an agreement last week. Glover-Roll says every union rightfully wants more money for its members, but based on the economy, the government has offered the best package it could, and the goal is to get packages to employees before Christmas.
We have an abbreviated pay period in the month of December, which means that the pay cycle closes earlier. Other unions that would have signed had to wait 4 to 6 weeks to realize the benefits of their agreement. We feel that we're on a trajectory with the BPSU to sign, and hopeful that we'll sign before the end of the year. So as a result, we would have engaged the Ministry of Public Service technical team and the Ministry of Finance technical team to begin the process that mirrors the agreement in terms of ensuring that the payroll cycle, if this agreement is signed, is met in time for the holidays so that our workers aren't disenfranchised.
In other news, global warming, the growing climate crisis, and its impact on mental health, the focus of a two-day summit here in the capital at the Balmoral Club. Among the 100 health professionals sensitized on the effects of the global crisis, Senior House Officer for Climate Change in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Dr. William Hamilton.
As we would have seen with Hurricane Dorian is literally the tip of the iceberg, and so we need to get out of this thought process that Hurricane Dorian is a once-in-a-million storm. We were spared Hurricane Ian, and we saw the devastation that Hurricane Ian did to our neighbors in the north. But we also have to consider other impacts from climate change. So we can have droughts, we can have extreme flooding, the little rains that we have in New Providence, the king tides. We see how the roadways and traffic are disrupted. Global supply chains are being impacted. So climate change is cross-cutting over multiple sectors, and it's something that everybody needs to pay attention to and get involved with.
Well, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the Caribbean Community Center on Climate Change, and several major universities are leading the two-day event. Similar exercises underway in the Family Islands, online and in person. Founder of Earth Nurse and former director of the Caribbean Public Health Agency, Dr. James Hospitalis, says while the Caribbean is taking climate change seriously, more effort is needed to mobilize health workers to the climate fight.
The whole Caribbean is vulnerable, and Bahamas is extremely vulnerable because it's low-lying. And so you need to be taking a number of measures here to become more resilient, stronger, safer houses, to become greener, where, for example, you're using renewable energy and solar, which helps to withstand a hurricane, which helps to reduce your carbon and reduce costs. A household can reduce the electricity bill quite a lot. It can be a tiny annual saving in going in that direction. Planting more trees. I mean, I looked at Abaco before and after Dorian. There needs to be a major tree planting campaign there. Your 70 or so health facilities, you need to be taking steps to make them stronger, because the last thing you need if living here is that after a storm, the health facility has blown away. You really need that to be functioning to help look after you.
Cumberland and Duke Streets a slippery mess on Monday thanks to an oil spill that impacted not just that area but portions of Shirley and Market Streets. The Ministry of Works immediately dispatching a team to apply sand to the areas in an effort to not only absorb the oil but mitigate any further damage and safety concerns. That team also spent the day monitoring the situation with the plan to assess the asphalt, begin the process of removing the sand, safely disposing of the oil. In the meantime, motorists are advised to proceed to drive with caution. Well, if you're planning to attend the upcoming Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade and haven't yet secured those coveted tickets, you just may want to keep in mind that there are only a limited number of seats left. Chief Information Officer for Cable Bahamas Group of Companies, Dwayne Davis, telling ZNS News that 80% of ticket sales were executed online. The Alive executive also revealing that last Tuesday, Apple users were allowed to go online and use the app to do the same. Davis acknowledges the app experienced a few challenges with email verifications due to invalid email addresses, but that those issues have since been ironed out. Well, now time for the weekly poll question, and this week we're asking, should the location of the annual Junkanoo parades be changed? Yes or no? To participate, simply log on to our website, and that's www.znesbahamas.com, as well as any of our social media platforms to answer. The poll's final results will be aired on Friday. And as always, thanks for participating. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Stay with us.
So what's it gonna be? Do you want to be a part of Cash and Go's Home for the Holidays giveaway? Yeah, you.
Me?
You! What are you looking around for? In the magenta? Or is that fuchsia? Doesn't even matter. Get on in here. Come on, hop in the TV. With a purchase of $50 or more, you too can be eligible to win these holiday prizes. Cash and Go. Home for the Holidays.
Graham, haven't seen you for a while. How you doing?
I feel too good, honestly. I have a fever and a little cough.
So why are you in the store? You should be at home.
But I needed to come to the shop to pick up a couple of things.
Couple things? You should be at home. When you're sick, you stay home. Just because we discontinue wearing masks doesn't mean you should not continue the precautionary measures for COVID-19. You need to go take a COVID test.
That ain't in the budget right now. Who paying for COVID tests?
But tests are free. Just go to one of the testing sites at the University of the Bahamas and the Golden Gates Plaza from Mondays to Fridays at 9 to 5 and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. New sites are also open in Abaco, Eleuthera, and Exuma, weekdays and weekends.
I better hurry up get on this shop so I could go get tested because I hope this ain't COVID.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Come for
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best-kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Get a merry makeover this Christmas from Scotiabank. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan to win a home renovation. This Christmas, unwrap the celebration. $3,000 for your home, new lamp, new decor, new couch that you
Win
own.
a $3,000 home goods gift card when you apply for a Scotia Plan loan this Christmas. We're giving you the gift of a low interest rate and up to 2 months with no payments. Plan the perfect Christmas with your Scotia Plan loan. Use it for any purpose, plus benefit from flexible payment terms. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan now to enter to win a merry home makeover.
Good to grow. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
The Best of the Best Regatta 2022 would not have been the huge success that it was without our countless sponsors, such as Bahamas Evac Services, who came out to ensure that participants and patrons were safe the entire 4-day weekend.
What we do is we emergency medical transport, and that is a wide variety of air, ground, and maritime, or at a later term, just water emergency services. What we're out here to do, sponsoring with Best of the Best and Ministry of Agriculture, is just creating a precedent to provide emergency services and support to our sailors out here every day, and to the locals that's just going around daily, enjoying themselves. We want to make sure that safety is paramount.
According to Gibson, Bahamas Evac Services is attempting to stay on the cutting edge of medical technology, starting with their fully loaded all-terrain ambulance.
This is the MedSat 500. It's a customs-made ambulance. It's basically an all-terrain ambulance, whereas it can operate on regular roads, off-road, and on the beach or on the sand as well. So it makes getting to the patient in an area like this. You can see it's congested. So a big ambulance unit would prove to be difficult to maneuver through crowds and onto the bay. And that's pretty much what these units are made for. So we're able to get through crowds very easily and be able to access patients quickly.
For a limited time, you can register with Bahamas Evac Services for free.
Also launching a Beeler Caribbean emergency program that we have going on right now. It's free to any person residing in the Bahamas, anyone here. They can register online on our website at beelercaribbean.com. And what it does is it gives you free access to our emergency networks, air ambulance, ground ambulance, and maritime emergency services, because gathering information during medical or during emergency transports is really, I don't want to say a pain, but it's really hard sometimes, especially in those moments because persons don't have the information on hand. So what the program does is it allows persons to give that information, that in the event that something happens, they want to utilize our services or assist or need assistance in navigating the medical system here in the Bahamas, we can help them do that.
Here's how you can get in contact with Gibson and his staff for more information.
Okay, you can reach out to us by calling 323-1152 or 323-1162. We're located on East Street Plaza, East Street South. Upstairs, you can't miss it. The ambulance is parked right outside.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Georgio Bain.
This Christmas season, stream with faster speeds. The unforgettable things we all have to see. Share every memory. Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC. We are family.
BTC will make this festive season fun and fast with BTC's fiber internet. Sign up and BTC will give you 1 month free or go postpaid and get unlimited Facebook and WhatsApp.
Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC.
During 2022,
Family Guardian was honored to provide tangible assistance to numerous Bahamian communities, organizations, and charities, including the Bahamas Kidney Association, Bahamas Humane Society, Bahamas Crisis Center, Stapleton School, Salvation Army School for the Blind, Nurses Association, Persis Rogers Home for the Aged, Grand Bahama Children's Home, 4D Stallions Track Club, Rhythm and Youth Rake and Scrape Band, Cancer Society of the Bahamas, Reach Out Youth Organization, Falcon Boys Club, Royal Bahamas Police Force Dependents Trust, PACE, Sister Breast Cancer Support Group, the Down Syndrome Center, Great Commission Ministries, and Every Child Counts Special Needs School. Our record of corporate giving speaks for itself, and our commitment to positively impact the communities where we work and live remains a foundational principle for our company. As the year draws to a close, we would like to say thank you to our clients and a Merry Christmas and a healthy, happy, and prosperous New Year to all from the management and staff of Family Guardian.
Shell Unleaded improves your fuel economy, giving increased miles per gallon, allowing you to do more of what you really want. Special additives used in Shell Unleaded improve your engine's efficiency. So go further with Shell Unleaded. Venture out to beaches, Junkanoo, and festivals and bring home memories that will last a lifetime. Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
Tired of hoping the right candidates.
Hey, baby, you back? Man, it's so good to be home. All I do was eat, shop, and party.
Well, I know you left all of your money over there. I hope you left COVID there too. Anyway, you could get your COVID test for free.
COVID test for what?
Yes, there is rapid antigen COVID tests for anyone who travel who wants to get one.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't sick. What I need a COVID test for?
You don't have to have symptoms. We just want to be sure that the only thing you brought back with you is what is inside that suitcase.
You say it free?
You do not even have to make an appointment. And guess what? You have your results back within 15 minutes.
Wait, you say it quick, convenient, and it free? Thanks. Let me go find one of these testing sites.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
A welcomed feature in the city of Nassau makes its much-anticipated holiday return. After hours on end of being dressed to the nines in Christmas lights and larger-than-life decorative ornaments, the National Christmas Tree today stands a towering figure. Its debut, a signature event on the local calendar, a sure sign the Yuletide season is here. On hand for the big reveal, Youth, Sports and Culture Minister, the Honorable Mario Bolag.
During this holiday season, we reflect on our blessings and values that unite us as one. And we celebrate with the lighting of our national Christmas tree, which has become a traditional symbol of hope, resilience, and love. The Bahamas is a nation full of talented, hard-working, and creative people. Our culture is the interwoven fabric of our lives, and our tradition makes us uniquely who we are. The past 3 years have challenged Bahamians to be thrifty, resourceful, innovative, and united. We have survived devastation, catastrophe, and by the grace of God, and though our way of life may have been altered, we remain steadfast. In this season of joy and hope, as we march forward to our 50th anniversary of the Bahamas, let us continue to unite together in love.
Well, speaking of Christmas, this means either Hallmark movies, nativity scenes, and or gingerbread. But to the folks over at Atlantis, it's all of the above. Our Antoinette Smith has more on how officials transformed a restaurant into a scene straight out of a sugar, spice, and everything nice holiday movie.
Brown tiles, snow frosted arches, all courtesy of the Gingerbread Baking Co.
For a second there, you may think you've been transported to a Christmas cookie wonderland, but it's actually something more like pastries. In paradise, that is.
We really wanted to make Christmas special for all of our guests here at Atlantis.
It's why the confection connoisseurs have stepped it up a notch. This year, turning resort restaurant Poseidon's Table into a gingerbread castle to close out the year.
It took around about 2 months of planning and then about 10 days worth of execution. There's 4,200 panels of gingerbread here. And there's over 1,200 pounds of icing, frosting, to hold it all together. So you can see the brick walls all throughout the restaurant.
Brick walls that smell like gingerbread, taste like gingerbread, and most importantly,
it's really Instagrammable.
So what really goes into turning a restaurant into a gingerbread castle?
There was over 1,000 pounds of flour, 1,000 eggs, 250 pounds of sugar that goes into this recipe, and about 4 pounds of different spices, including the ginger.
Not to forget the 5 days the gingerbread tiles took to make, or the 20-member pastry team it took to shape, pipe, and stack. To the outside looking in, it's quite the massive undertaking, but one which in the end was well worth it.
Well, we've had a lot of guests just have a lot of shock and awe because of the grandeur of it all. You know, over 4,000 panels of gingerbread, as I said, putting it together, and it took several weeks to construct. So it's been very, very exciting for the guests to see it come to life as well.
The gingerbread castle will be on display until December 27th. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Antoinette Smith.
And from tickling your taste buds, we go to those of you who have yet to decorate your home, church, or business for the holidays. And Florama may help you make the holidays come together. LaDawn Davis visited the West Bay Street business to see what's trending this Christmas.
It may be pleasantly warm on most days here in the Bahamas, but in December, Florama's as close as it gets to winter wonderland. Decorated wreaths, gourmet basket items, and centerpieces captivating the attention of last-minute shoppers and visitors from as far off as Europe. Co-owner of the decades-old West Bay Street business, Shimona Wisdom, says a lot of preparation went into getting the holiday decor just right.
Yeah, everything is really thought out. Everything is coordinated with color and accessories, and we shop for our things locally. We support local, and we shop local and abroad, but everything comes together very nicely after it's planned and just placed in the store nicely for display, so persons can see how it could come about in their homes.
Wisdom says it's not only the first real Christmas since the pandemic, but the first that patrons will be able to shop comfortably without wearing a mask. She says several festive items have already been purchased from the shelves rather quickly in recent days.
I would say fast would be the wreaths and centerpieces, but we also have gifts as well, small gifts that you can get for your office party, your friend, your family, small gifts, but a lot of the wreaths are going really quickly. And also fresh flowers. That's always a must. Some persons like to have fresh flowers just throughout the year, but especially at Christmas when you have a lot of people coming over, a celebration, and any type of festive event.
And what does Shimona love most about the Yuletide season?
I love the feeling of Christmas, the joy it brings. You know, we've been through a lot, and so just feeling, it's just a lightness that I get. I feel really happy, and I'm excited to be amongst people that I love. And especially, and we try to do that inside Florama. That's why we go all out with the decorations, because we want you to experience Christmas while you shop.
If you have a space in your home and unsure of what you want it to look like, the Florama team offers their services. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm LaDawn Davis.
Well, as the countdown for Christmas continues, our Lloyd Allen has come up with the perfect gift for your four-legged furry friends.
Why not make a perfect gift this holiday season? Donate the cost of spay and neuter surgeries and help us to save lives.
According to Bonnie Young, clinic coordinator for Barks Mobile Clinic, increased assistance toward its ongoing spay and neuter campaign is the difference the group is hoping for from the public.
Bark's been involved in the community for 13 years now, since 2009. But what you see behind us is brand new. We were able to bring this in and have started with our mobile spay and neuter clinic in March of this year. and we've been trying to rotate through different communities. We've been down here at Forbes Farm for pretty much the entire month in November.
Young says once contact is made, the clinic sets a date to visit the said community to complete the minimally invasive surgery. Now, owner of Forbes Fresh Farm, Amin Burrows, says since assisting the clinic with a temporary site for the past month, he has also become a pet parent, adopting 2 dogs of his own.
They introduced me to this new concept with a chip, knowing that you could actually identify a dog. So I was happy and going with that. So I actually put a chip in my little puppy Poncho, so that if anything happened to her, if someone was to steal her or something, they could just scan her and they would be registered to me.
So this holiday, Bark is encouraging you to give the gift of love to a pet in need of a home. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Well, to adjust or alter your position, the definition of the word repositioned, which also happens to be the title of former parliamentarian Agatha Marcel's new book. Marcel premiering the 260-page novel early Monday in a room filled with supporters and many eager to get their hands on a copy. Among those receiving a first edition, former Prime Minister the Honourable Perry Christie, wife of the Prime Minister Anne-Marie Davis, and Minister of Education the Honourable Glenys Hannah Martin. Repositioned becomes Marcel's third book, Minister Hannah Martin expressing her enthusiasm at having received a copy.
I know it's going to be a beautiful book. Agatha comes from humble beginnings. She was smart. She came to Nassau. She went to Government High. She was in Marcel then, I don't think. Role. And through her grit and determination and her gifts, this is what we see today.
Well, as we head to the break, we'd like to thank all our viewers watching us live on our social media platforms. And just in case you missed the news, be sure to head there to catch up. Stay with us. There's more to come after this break.
Christmas time is here. Better be nice, you better think twice if you want presents this year. Oh, but it's never too late. I'll give you a little time for you to make things okay. So don't cry, be nice, oh naughty Charlie. CBS is coming your way. With Santa Claus and hotcakes and his sleigh.
The biggest international high school basketball tournament is coming to the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym. You've seen them go viral on social media. Now come and see them in person. December 16th and 17th, catch the biggest names in high school basketball. Get your tickets today from any SunCash location. Download the app or purchase them online at hoops.mysuncash.com or using the QR code on your screen. Hoop Fest in Paradise, where stars are born.
If you're a person with a disability, you need the Accessibility Bahamas app. It gives you one-touch access for emergency services and can connect you with the sign language interpreter. Download from Google Play or the App Store for free. The Accessibility Bahamas app is user-friendly for persons with disabilities, gives you the latest news and NEMA alerts, connects you with government services, and soon you'll be able to book accessible transportation and see job listings. Download for free today.
Link up with BTC and call it one and done. Link up with BTC and call it one and done.
An annual tradition for us here at BTC is joining our parent company, Liberty Latin America, and its subsidiaries in a week-long of exercises we call Mission Week. It's where we step out of the office and our daily routine to spend a week in the community giving back. This year has taken on an educational theme as we've brought 8th grade science students from both the H.O. Nash Junior High School, our adopted school, and the Anatole Rogers High School here to the IMAX Superplex for a day of movie watching.
It's a great week. You know, it's BTC's time, and in fact, it's not only BTC, it's LLA's time for us to give back to the community. And we believe in the kids, and it's always great to get the kids out for our new partnership, certainly here at Fusion Complex, and then to see a good movie as well as a really great documentary that we just finished seeing. But as you can see from all the kids behind me, they're loving it. So we really feel good that we're able to do that. Not only myself, but a lot of the executives and as well as the staff come out to really support this. We all, as a company, company feel that we must give back. And look, these kids are our future. So we really feel good about doing this as well.
I want to commend BTC for their Mission Week and for considering H.O. Nash. And also it helps in that some things that we do not get to cover on the curriculum, BTC has sort of helped us so that the students now have a broader understanding of why conservation is so important, whether it's on land and, more importantly, under the sea.
It was a good experience, and it was also nice to see the different type of species and animals that live in our waters.
Spending time giving back. It's another way that we here at BTC demonstrate that heart is not just something we have, it's something we share. These are still the moments that move us. I'm Corbell Piper. Happy holidays, everyone. Be well, and be back here next, BTC Connection.
Link up with BTC and call it one and done. Link up with BTC and call it one and done.
So you saying the Wally Piper trade war against rules? The Wally beat rules? You'll never see it. You see all our soldiers? We fully regained, we well primed, we well machined, ready to go. You're a lion. That's a slaughter. It is essentially important, it's vital, it's crucial, it's imperative, it's key, it's more prudent, it's paramount. Roots can nominate them. And one day, there'll be only one jungle group, because all of them can come and join. We get 800 million!
Welcome to the Global Learning Exchange. We're partnering with BIBT to bring opportunities for higher education to the Bahamas. Earn your degree from a university in the U.S. right here at home. Visit us online to learn more.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
A new developer for the Grand Bahama International Airport could soon be announced, with Acting Prime Minister, Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, today sharing that the decision has been made. And if it were up to him, Cooper says the news would come as soon as next week. Several months ago, though, he revealed officials were deciding between three credible suitors to redevelop the facility. The island's airport has been in a state of disrepair since it was destroyed by Hurricane Dorian back in 2019.
I read a story in one of the dailies recently, and I know people are very eager to have specific answers to this question. And I told them then, as I will tell you now, that we're very close, but I'm not in a position to make a statement at the moment. We are doing some final housekeeping on the process. It's being finalized. We know who the winning bidder is, but I can't tell you yet.
Well, it's time now for a check on Family Island weather, and for that we turn to Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Makisha. We're under mostly clear skies. Temperature at 75 degrees. Relative humidity 71%. We have east-southeast winds at 12 miles per hour. The barometric pressure 1,000 at 17.0 millibars. That translates to 30.04 inches, and the pressure is steady. Temperatures around the Family Islands this evening, they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 71 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Greenville, Key and Abaco. Marshall, Abaco, a little cooler at 69 degrees. Berry Island, 75. Alistair and Bimini, 77 degrees. 73 in Harbour Island. Rock Sandy Luther 75 degrees, Black Point Exuma and Camp Space South Andros at 76, 75 in Fresh Creek Central Andros, 75 also in Otterstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rumkey. Georgetown Exuma on the warm side at 80 degrees, 79 in Ragged Island, Clown, Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, Megwana 78, Ackland 78, Matutani, Nagua also 78, and the Turks and Caicos Island round out our temperature profile at 75 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Ball, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Setter. For all areas tonight, your winds are going to be east to southeast, 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet. That means caution flags are in place. High tide takes place at 12:18 tonight. And then tomorrow, for all areas, the winds become east to southeast, maintaining that 12 to 18 knot speeds, wave heights unchanged at 3 to 6 feet. The caution flags continue. High tide at 11:43 tomorrow morning with a low tide at 6:19 in the afternoon. Now, for Thursday in the northwestern parts of our country, the winds become suddenly increasing 15 to 25 knots, and this is ahead of a frontal system, which we'll talk about a little later on. 5 to 8 feet will be those wave heights, and that constitute an advisory for your small boaters on Thursday. Low tide takes place at 6:17 in the morning with a high tide at 12:30 in the afternoon in the central and southeastern islands on Thursday. Southeast winds 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet with small craft caution in place. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned, your extended weather forecast is still ahead.
All right, I'm looking at my dress. You ready for this big party?
Party? Girl, you're gonna have to change your birthday because I can't make that. After my party, I get a cough, I start having a fever, and then I even had a sore throat. I thought it was the flu. Come to find out it was COVID. Girl, I think you better get tested.
What do you do now? I can't be bothered with COVID, you know.
Girl, you know it ain't never too late to change your plans. Girl, you know they got new testing sites, right? You better go to one of them.
Where are these new sites located anyway?
University of the Bahamas and Golden Gates Plaza. They're open on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on weekends from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They even have sites in Abaco, Eleuthera, and Exuma, and they're opened on the weekends. Girl, the best part is, it's free.
Thanks for letting me know. I hope you feel better soon.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Welcome to the Cable Bahamas Business Solutions Cybersecurity Tip of the Day for data backups. Regularly backup your business's data. Set your backups to happen automatically and store them somewhere secure. When considering data backups, consider the rule of 3-2-1. Have 3 local backups, 2 digital backups, and 1 offsite backup. Remember, stay safe, stay informed, and stay protected.
Want to win a yummy Little Caesars party meal? Just go into Little Caesars by December 15th and purchase the stuffed crust slam dunk pizza. Be sure to keep your receipt and watch the Hoop Fest and Paradise Games broadcast only on the ZNS Network December 16th and 17th to see if you're one of the lucky winners. Win a Little Caesars party meal. First, buy a stuffed crust slam dunk pizza by December 15th. Second, save your receipt. Third, watch the Hoop Fest and Paradise Games broadcasted only on the ZNS Network December 16th and 17th to see if you're one of the lucky winners.
Pizza.
NBA League Pass is the coolest way to watch the hottest game there is. When threes rain down and superstars heat up. When clutch jumpers splash and your team is fire. You'll be there for up to 40 games a week. Any way you want to watch. NBA League Pass. Order now.
Super value and quality supermarkets for a full variety of Butterball and Genio turkeys plus regular and picnic hams. Libby's spaghetti and meatballs, 15 ounce, $1.49. Libby's Vienna sausage, 4.6 ounce, $1.09. First choice sugar, 4 pound, $2.59. Yellow onions, 3 pound bag, $2.99. Panamí raw shrimp, $41.50, 12 ounce, $5.99. Get your free calendar at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Hello, Graham. Haven't seen you for a while. How you doing?
I feel too good, honestly. I have a fever and a little cough.
So why are you in the store? You should be at home.
But I needed to come to the shop to pick up a couple things.
Couple things? You should be at home. When you're sick, you stay home. Just because we discontinue wearing masks doesn't mean you should not continue the precautionary measures for COVID-19. You need to go take a COVID test.
That ain't in the budget right now. Who paying for COVID tests?
But tests are free. Just go to one of the testing sites at the University of the Bahamas and the Golden Gates Plaza from Mondays to Fridays at 9 to 5 and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. New sites are also open in Abaco, Eleuthera, and Exuma, weekdays and weekends.
I better hurry up, get out of this shop so I could go get tested because I hope this ain't COVID.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
When we say that we're going to win, we mean it. When we say that, don't come, we mean it.
The boys are back. Don't come. Stay home. One lap, one time.
Sports is being brought to you by Hoop Fest in Paradise, December 16th to the 17th at the Kendall G. Lozic Gymnasium. Hoop Fest in Paradise, where stars are born.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Buddy Hield and the Indiana Pacers continuing their 3-game homestand last night with a matchup against the Miami Heat. The Bahamian sharpshooter finished up just short of a double-double, a side-high 19 points to go along with 9 rebounds, but that came in an 87-82 loss.
They were very dialed in, they were locked in, they were focused. And they made things tough tonight, especially on the offensive us. I mean, he really had to work for a bucket. But I think Bam once said it's great too, and just switching out to our guards and staying in front of our guards. I haven't seen a big move at it in a long time. He's really good. We had to do better to win the ball, getting downhill, and try to get the defenders to commit and stay away from their better defenders. That's the game. We didn't do that, and played in their hands, and we didn't make shots down the stretch.
On the NBA hardwood tonight, DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns will try and end a 4-game losing streak at 16-11. The Suns in Houston for a matchup with the 8-18 Rockets. From the pro hardwood in Europe, a big night for Zane Knowles in Bulgaria. He posted 32 points and 16 boards for Ceska Sofia. That came in a 97-84 win over Chernomor. Talking about big nights, Frederick King finishing with a career high last night on the college hardwood. The freshman big man had 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 block shots, but it wasn't enough as the Creighton Blue Jays lost 73-71 to Arizona State at the Michelob Ultra Arena as part of the Jack Jones Hoop Fest in Las Vegas, Nevada. Creighton put together an 18-3 run out of halftime to flip the momentum, including 3 big dunks from King during that surge. Done with non-conference play now, the Blue Jays open Big East play on Friday with a visit to Marquette. The hometown lenders Bahamas Bowl takes place this Friday at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. The UAB Blazers and Miami, Ohio Redhawks both arriving in town yesterday. This is the Redhawks' first trip to the Bahamas Bowl and the second for the Blazers. Notably absent for UAB this time around will be their marching band, and band members are not too pleased.
As soon as I got the news, I went and got my application, ripped it up, and just threw it in the trash, walked away.
You know, in my head, it's like, okay, I've got one last time in a
UAB band uniform last time to represent my university, and it's disheartening because we put in so much work.
Well, dates have been announced for the 2023 English Caribbean Amateur Softball Confederation's Women's Fast Pitch Tournament. It will take place March 1st through the 5th in St. John, the U.S. Virgin Islands. The tournament is a qualifier for next year's Central American and Caribbean Games in El Salvador. Teams confirmed so far: Aruba, the Bahamas, Belize, the British Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands, Curacao, Jamaica, St. Martin, Turks and Caicos, and the hosts. As for the men, ECAS still looking for a member federation to host that segment, with CAC set for June. The latest the ECAS tournament can take place is May. Bahamian Tariq Kelly currently in Australia with Team USA, serving as their only athletic trainer at the Short Course World Swimming Championships. Kelly represented the Bahamas in water polo, was recently a part of the country's Carifta staff, and works with the University of Alabama swim and dive team. The Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association thankful to former touring pro Mark Knowles for his continued support. The latest effort coming this past weekend with the Bahamar Cup, and more specifically, the Kids Clinic.
When you look at a child's development, you have to give them the opportunities to develop, to have the opportunity to get as far as possible in the sport as they can. And, a lot of the kids, we look for the kids around 5, 6 years old because it gives them the most time in the sport and a greater chance to excel.
BLTA President Perry Newton says events like these continue to help our youth as they look to further their education.
We have about between 8 to 10 players in college on scholarships. On average, I would say about 90% of the players who want to get scholarships, they get scholarships because there's different levels of tennis. You have Division I, straight to Division III, so there's a lot of opportunities at all levels of the sport.
That's a look at sports. To check on weather, up next.
Sports is being brought to you by Hoop Fest in Paradise, December 16th to the 17th at the Kendall G. Lozic Gymnasium. Hoop Fest in Paradise, where stars are born.
Enjoy great savings this holiday on your favorite water, Aquapure. Now until December 31st, take advantage of Aquapure's Christmas coupon special. Purchase a book of 10 5-gallon coupons for just $37.50 plus VAT, regularly $42.50 plus VAT. And best of all, these coupons never expire. Be sure to take advantage of this great offer. Aquapure's Christmas coupon special going on now. Call 394-7873 or order online at aquapure242.com.
Get a merry makeover this Christmas from Scotiabank. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan to win a home renovation. This Christmas, unwrap the celebration. $3,000 for your home, new lamp, new decor, new couch that you
win
own.
a $3,000 home goods gift card when you apply for a Scotia Plan loan this Christmas. We're giving you the gift of a low interest rate and up to 2 months with no payments. Plan the perfect Christmas with your Scotia Plan loan. Use it for any purpose, plus benefit from flexible payment terms. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan now to enter to win a merry home makeover.
Hey, baby, you back? Man, it's so good to be home. All I do is eat, shop, and party.
Well, I know you left all of your money over there. I hope you left COVID there too. Anyway, you could get your COVID test for free.
COVID test for what?
Yes, there is rapid antigen COVID tests for anyone who travel who wants to get one.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't sick. What I need a COVID test for?
You don't have to have symptoms. We just want to be sure that the only thing you brought back with you is what is inside that suitcase.
You say it free?
You do not even have to make an appointment. And guess what? You have your results back within 15 minutes.
Wait, you say it quick, convenient, and it free? Thanks. Let me go find one of these testing sites.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Best music, best choreograph, best overall performance, best group performance. We ready? 1201, we line up. We ready to roll this music over, because I know that's what you're coming for. You're coming for music? You wish. In order for you to beat me, you have to come to see me. Line up. We are the champions. We ain't begging, and we didn't beg to come back. You resign, you in the corner talking, you have plenty things to say. At the end of the day, you have to come to see the Saturday Superstars. Line up.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, a weak front boundary remains across the northwest Bahamas, and that will continue to provide occasional showers tonight and tomorrow. Our forecast for tonight, partly cloudy, a bit breezy with late night showers developing. Your low temperature around 68 degrees. And tomorrow we're looking at partly cloudy, breezy again with passing showers remaining in the forecast. The high temperature should get up to about 79 degrees. Your extended weather forecast, a few showers as we told you already into Wednesday, but things dry out on Thursday, right into Saturday. But come Saturday, another front system will move into the northwest Bahamas, and that will bring with it some showers which will linger around into the early part of next week, but it will bring the temperatures down once again, bringing us back into the upper 60s during the nighttime. Kishla.
Well, thanks, Basil. But before we leave, we'd like to extend birthday wishes to Patricia Dean, and that's coming in from the St. Francis morning crew. And that does it for the Bahamas tonight. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. From all of us here at ZNS, thank you for watching and good night.